Hello and welcome back. Today I'm going to teach standing, otherwise known as mountain pose. And rather than being a prescribed way of performing the asana, we're going to look at building an intelligent relationship between our bodies and the earth. So this practice is for anyone who's curious about building an embodied relationship with the earth underneath us. I'm going to face this way just so you can see the position of my spine. And begin by gently lifting up the heels and placing them back down again. Almost like you're walking on the spot, but the toes stay connected to the ground. Take a couple of nice deep breaths. Begin to really feel the support of the earth underneath you. Just taking these few moments together to settle and bring ourselves here now. Drawing ourselves back from the day to be present with our bodies in this moment. Now begin to widen through the ball of the foot. So widen in between the toes. And then also widen the part of the foot where the toes meet the foot. So as you lift up the heel and place the foot back down, feel like you could just add some width to your feet. And then pause the movement and feel the body standing on the ground. We're going to begin by resting the weight of the body forward. And this brings us more into our toes. You can see how my heels become quite light. I can almost bounce on my toes here. The heels are resting off the ground. The weight's shifted forward into the ball of the foot. And now I'm going to drop the weight down through and into the toes, keeping the axis of my torso rested forward. Please ensure you have a soft bend in the knee when you're doing this. So we're exploring the distribution of weight through our feet, and this is going to help us to build a relationship with gravity, our bodies, and the earth. Two postural things to be aware of here. As I rest forward, it's tempting to allow the belly to come forward like this, and then I instantly feel compression in the lower spine. So take your hands, place the palms of your hands on your lower belly, and guide it backwards, not coming back with the torso stays forward. It's just the lower belly and even kind of the lower ribs as well. This area is resting back. And you might be able to see on the video that as I do that, I can lengthen through the whole of the lumbar down into the sacrum area. It begins to lengthen rather than being this kind of concave compression shape. I'm looking to lengthen the lower spine down into the ground. Almost like a beautiful waterfall of energy running over the back of the sacrum and into the earth. Weights rested forward, width through the toes, drop the weight down, soft bend in the knee, length through the lower spine. Now also drop the chin and begin to just feel like where your head is in relation to your spine. Your head might be forward like this. You might have a habit of tilting it back. You really want to feel like the head, the weight of the head, is on top of the spine. So it's being fed down into the earth rather than if it's like this, I'm holding the weight of the head with my precious neck muscles. So take a moment to explore what your habits are in relation to where the head sits on top of the spine. And we'll just take a short break. So come out of the posture and we'll go back into it together. So in this first half, we're learning how to drop the weight down into the ground. And then I'm going to teach you how to feel like you can receive subtle energy up from the earth through your body. Let's begin again. Take a moment to check in with the breath. It's very tempting to hold the breath when we're learning something new. So just invite a natural rhythm to come through with the breath. Soft bend in the knee. Rest the weight of the body forward. Brings me onto my toes. Widen through the toes. Feel like the weight's dropping down through the ball of the foot. The heels are light. Lengthen now through the lower spine by resting the front of the body back. Drop the chin and find where your head needs to be so that it sits on top of the spine. Take a couple of nice breaths here. See if you could gently soften the muscles of the legs and around the buttocks. And now we're going to change. We're going to rest the weight of the body back. And again, I'm not going too far back. I'm just bringing it from forward on its axis to kind of more central. As I bring the weight of the body back, drop down now through the heels. How would that feel? Soft bend in the knee, lengthen down through the Achilles and out through the heels. If this is new to you, it might be difficult to feel at first. It was for me. But just stay with it. Have that curiosity. So as I drop down through the heels, the torso weight shifts back to center. Now I'm going to lift up through the arches of my feet. And again, it's a subtle movement, and I keep that bend in my knee, even just a little bend, because I don't want to lock anything. A little bend, lift up through the arches of the feet. How would that feel for you? Drop the heels, lift through the arches. Now we're going to take a moment to explore the position of the pelvis. So as the weight comes back, drop down through the heels, lift up through the arches, and now gently tuck the tailbone under just slightly. We're not doing any large movements, we're working on the subtle body. So gently tuck the tail under. As you tuck the tail under, feel like the spine, like you're climbing the stairs of the spine, up, 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 up. Roll the shoulders back so the palms of the hands now face forward. And again, I'm not doing this. It's a subtle movement, just a little roll of the shoulder balls. So the hands now face forward. Nice opening across the chest here. We're looking for width across the shoulders. And again, rather than throwing the head back like this, which is tempting, drop the chin because it's the spine that's leading us up and away. Take a couple of breaths here. And then take a break and walk through the feet a little bit. So we move in this way, kind of dancing between these two cycles of coming forward, dropping down, finding the breath, coming back, allowing the spine to lift us up and through. And it's beautiful to practice it in standing pose because then we're going to take this into our other asanas, into our other postures. But it's helpful for the body to have these kind of clear pathways of this different and subtle movement dynamic before we go into more complex postures. So if you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll see you next time.